it's really important for this president to show, and this White House to show, that he's able to work. He's 79 years old. He's going to be 80 on November 20th. And I've covered other presidents when they became ill, Yasmin, and especially Ronald Reagan, who was not as old as this president, but was then considered, the oldest president. And when he was running against Walter Mondale, age became a big issue in that reelection. And he had to deflect that with one-liners and with very well-staged campaign activities, and did deflect it. But that was before his social media and before presidents were as exposed minute by minute, second by second, to any gaffe, any mistake. So this president has to show that this illness, COVID, which they had long prepared and worried about, can be overcome quickly, and that he is back on the job and is still on the job. As I think you were interviewing Jen Psaki, the former press secretary, of course, earlier. Presidents are on the job unless they are under anesthesia, and then they write a letter and are temporarily turning power over to the vice president and then resuming power afterwards. So I remember when Ronald Reagan was first diagnosed with colon cancer, and we all were brought to the Naval Hospital, and there was a dramatic news conference there, which was after his surgery for colon cancer. It was quite shocking to all of us, and the head of the National Cancer Institute said the president has cancer. And Nancy Reagan at the time was furious about that, because her view was they cut it out so he doesn't have cancer. He had cancer. And they were very worried about the appearance and the suggestion that he was ill. Other presidents, George Herbert Walker Bush, if I could say this, he threw up on the Japanese prime minister on a foreign trip. He had the flu, and at a state dinner, no less, on camera.
That's a moment.
George W. Bush choked on a pretzel, and it turned out that he had some kind of issue. It may have been an arrhythmia. After he left office, he had some heart issues, and he was very athletic, a mountain biker. So other presidents have had issues. Of course, back in the day, we never knew that JFK had serious kidney disease and a terrible back issue, and a lot of other things we didn't know about JFK, and we didn't know. Most people did not see FDR in a wheelchair, even though he was paralyzed with polio. He always was covered with a blanket, and they made an effort to have him stand up. So it's very important in the modern age for presidents to be as transparent as possible. And that's what this White House is attempting to do.